I'm from Creative Newborns, and I have no idea why it's like that. No. Hopefully the orientation, I can never get it right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, so it does go this way. Well, anyways, we are live. It has been a hot minute since I've been on YouTube. That is because so many things have been happening, good and bad, and all kinds of things, and getting babies ready for the doll show, and working and working and working. So been busy, but I thought I would hang out with you guys and do some varnishing. Actually, we're doing the paper glaze, the glazing part right now, and then I'm going to be doing possibly, maybe we'll put some pacifiers together for the babies. I just ordered a whole bunch of magnets just now, and so yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on these and put you guys up on my stand up here so that you can see what I'm doing. Today is Sunday, so not to get my days confused. It's Sunday morning. It is approximately, what, 1-ish? No, 12:44, so I'm pretty close. Okay. Get that. Hopefully that's right. Hopefully I can move this over so that we're not looking so much at the keyboard. We can focus in a little bit. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to continue on varnishing, and if you guys stop in, I'm excited to see you. I know a lot of you haven't seen me in a while, so yeah, I do need to catch up on making YouTube videos. I kind of backed off of YouTube. It's not like really my main thing anymore because I'm just so busy with everything else, but I do like to keep you guys posted what's going on, especially now that we are entering doll show season, with being next month, starting with the doll show, Dolls of the World, which is actually coming up. It's this month. So happy June to you. Hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. ZRX, Toxic. Good to see you. Happy Sunday morning. And yeah, it's officially doll show season. Kicking it off with the Dolls of the World in North Carolina. I am from Cleveland, Ohio. And yeah, that'll be in North Carolina, that doll show. So if you are in and around that area, stop in. I don't know the exact dates, but I'm not going to that one because it's just too many doll shows for me. I am going to the Kansas doll show. And later on, you are going to see all the dolls. These are literally just about complete for the Kansas Doll Show. So I will show you the lineup that I will be taking to the doll show to have up for adoption. And currently we are working on this little one here, which is Charlie. Thank you. You're from India. That is awesome. Hello from India. That's awesome. Thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever gave me the thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. Not that it matters. But yeah, so I'm just here. And yeah, let's put on our gloves to protect the vinyl. So yeah, let me know if you're just like stopping. Hello. Cool kid. As you're stopping in, let me know where you're from. So hello from India. Okay, so today I'm going to be using some of this paper glaze, and what we're going to do with that is this does a number of things, which we're going to put it around the neck flange here. So this makes it so that the head can go back and forth real easily without having to buy a neck flange. The eyes are not set yet because I just did thick medium on the eyebrows and the eyelashes. So those are currently curing right now. So once those are cured, then we'll put the eyes in. But yes, he does have eyes and he does look cute. So right now we're finishing varnishing them up, varnishing the babies up. So it's best to take the eyes out and leave them out while we're doing the painting and varnishing process. And once that's done, then we're going to set the eyes in, and then he's going to look adorable. Really super adorable once he's got eyes. You're from Russia. Hello from Russia. Awesome. We got India. We got Russia. That is awesome. Oh, that's a good to see you guys. All right, let's get started. So I'm just going to sit here and work on babies and chat with you guys. And so, yeah, we're going to work on the, like I said, we're going to put this around the neck, and then we're going to put some in the eyes. This makes the eyes look watery, like wet, more realistic. We're going to put some in the nose, some on the lips to make the lips look like they're, like they're wet. Some in the ears, just to give some moisture to the lips and the ears. So that's what the paper glaze does. Happy Sunday. All right. I should play some music in the background. I'm used to playing something while I am working. But yeah. And we'll also do this like on the nail beds to make the nails, to make them have some sheen to them, make it more like realistic looking. So I already have some of the Genesis Heat Set matte varnish on the neck flange, but this gives it even more of a, how should I say it, like more of a base here too, so that when it's attached to the body, it'll slide easier. A lot of times when you order doll kits, you order neck flanges. There's these plastic neck flanges that go on the neck, and they're a pain in the neck to put on, and it just makes the head go back and forth easier, is what it does. So I'm going to continue working on these babies. I will chat as I go along. So it's been a while. I feel like I'm a newbie all over again doing this. But it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, so for those who are joining, I am a reborn artist for 20 years now. I am in Cleveland, Ohio. Like I said, I've been doing this for 20 years. This is actually my second biggest doll show that I am selling at, and it is the Kansas Doll Show. And I think this is something I definitely want to be doing every year. It is a lot of fun to make these babies and take them to shows and show them off, and everybody show off their babies. I think it's just so much fun. Hello, 11 people. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. All right. I thought about it. I was like, which one am I going on, TikTok or YouTube? I did start a TikTok account, and I've only gone live twice. So this just gives the lips some moisture. I don't think you can see it on camera, but he does have, most artists, they root their eyelashes on open-eyed babies, but I find it to be difficult. And so I don't like rooting open-eyed babies, so I paint the eyelashes and I put on thick medium to make it look three-dimensional, like they're really real, just like on the eyebrows have three-dimensional eyebrows. So the hair has some three dimensions to it. So I've been doing different things, a lot of experimentation with the air dry varnishes to go along with the Genesis to give more of a three-dimensional look to the hair. So not only like you paint it three-dimensional, like you varnish it to look even more three-dimensional. And so that is what I'm playing around with. And to myself, I'm like, shouldn't be playing around with show babies with this thing, but it actually has worked out. So it's something I had to try because it makes it even more realistic. So that's his head. And now we're going to work on his little fingernails. So we're going to put some of the paper glaze onto his fingernails, give those fingernails some nice gloss to them. Look how tiny his little hands are. They're so tiny. They're so adorable, so tiny. And once again, we're going to put some of this paper glaze onto the arm flange as well, and that'll make so that the arms will move back and forth easily without any problems. So this is the fun part of reborning, is we're in the home stretch, and I love it. It gets exciting when your babies are nearing being done, and pretty soon we'll be putting them together. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live anywhere to do that, or if I'm just going to just put them together. So I just realized I don't have enough polyfill for 5 babies. So I got 5, possibly 6 babies. I have one that I might do I call no bake babies. Honestly, my real opinion is that I prefer Genesis matte varnish over the air dry, but that's what makes the simple, affordable reborns. So I do make the simple, affordable ones where they're less work, and the varnishing is all air dry, so it's definitely a lot less work because baking them in the oven it's quite a process to do. Look at those nails, they're so cute. Cute, cute, cute. Do the other hand. Yeah, it's hard to believe I've been doing this for 20 years already. Oh my gosh, where the heck did the time go? I forgot the flange. Oops. Do the flange. Let's get that flange done. 20 years. It's gone by so fast. The cool thing I like about TikTok is that you can play music and not like get in trouble. I'm not monetized here, but if I were to play any kind of music, YouTube will mute your video. Like, what? I'm not getting paid for it. That's the only thing. There. So get some varnish on there if you could see it. See? One time I had like I had a live video going and I played some Christmas music and oh, they muted my video. And I'm like, what? Or they'll take it down while you're live. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, or any topics to talk about. There's a lot of topics. There's a lot of hot, well, I don't know if I want to talk about the hot button, but there's a lot of hot topics with reborn dolls, whether you love them or hate them. Let's talk about it. Or if you have any question on the process of it, it'll give me something to talk about. Actually, that would be a better idea. Let's use one of these. I can get this to work. Hello, 13 people. Thank you for scrolling in. Thanks for stopping by. I took a million of the thumbnail and it only stuck to one picture, so I'm not sure which thumbnail it ended up landing on. Unless I make a fancy schmancy thumbnail picture, but I haven't done that. I haven't done any kind of like editing in a while, and I'm paying for an editor. So I'm definitely going to be doing some videos at the Kansas Doll Show. We're probably going to be going, I'm most likely positive we're going to the Ohio Doll Show. Somebody did ask me about if there's any doll shows in Ohio, and they found out for themselves, yes, there is. There's one in August in Strongsville. So if you are in and around the Cleveland area, there is a doll show. It is not a reborn doll show. It's just like a vintage doll show. Well, now it became like an all doll show. So they have everything at that doll show. It's mainly the vintage ones, and that's where I've been collecting all my vintage babies. So hopefully they won't have anything I like, because then I'll end up buying. I gotta save money for the trip, but I told myself I'm not gonna buy any like more silicone dolls. I only have 2. I really don't do too much, and it's mainly for my YouTube channel, just for like changing videos. A lot of people like the silicone babies, but I may consider rooting the one. I am rooting one and selling. I may sell it, because I haven't really done anything with her as far as any kind of videos. I don't know, we'll see. My grandbaby is due any day now. My little grandson. So I'll be busy with my daughter for a little while, so that's why I want to get these babies done before right in the beginning of June. That was my goal, and it looks like I'm probably pretty much going to be reaching my goal. Getting these babies mostly done before right in the beginning of June. So that way I can concentrate on my grandbaby and my daughter and helping her out first couple of weeks when the baby's home. That's so exciting. First grandbaby. I didn't think I'd be a grandma this soon, but I'm so excited. See if I can bring this any closer to the camera. So just kind of varnishing. These cute little nails are so tiny. Adorable little feet. Charlie is already an oldie but a goodie. And Marita Winters did make a silicone version of Charlie. Oh my gosh, so cute. I like silicone dolls, but the thing that bothers me about them is just I don't know what it is with the certain powders that is specifically made for powdering silicone babies. Whenever I'm done like touching, like putting that like a silicone doll, like that powder residue stays on your hands and it drives me nuts. I don't know why it drives me crazy, but it does, and it feels like it takes forever to wash off your hands. So it's just really weird. Alrighty, Miss Gracie May. We have a Gracie May. Gracie May. This is Gracie May. And this is like my third. I'm going to say she's my third or fourth Gracie May. No, she's my third Gracie May. And she's the first one that has lighter hair. So I did ask, I was on a live stream and somebody suggested that I do make a Gracie May because all my babies normally have dark hair, lots of dark hair painted. So somebody suggested doing a lighter hair, like a more sparser hair on Gracie May. And so that's what I have done. And I forgot to, we'll get back to Charlie. I forgot to do his eyes. But she's got sparser hair. So upon request, she has sparser hair. She's got a little bit of a speckle. Yeah, I believe she's my third. No, she's my fourth. Wait. Yeah, she's my fourth. Holy moly. Fourth Gracie May. Because one I did before Kansas Doll Show last year. One I did for a friend of mine, and another one I did for another good friend and long-time customer. So, yeah, I thought I would pop up on a live just to let people know who normally watch my lives. Maybe they'll show up. Um, I'm still live. I'm here. I've just been so busy. I've been busy at work. Third shift is hard. I'm a third shifter, and it's been hard because we've been having a lot of family get-togethers and stuff like that, and everybody is on first shift, of course, and I'm on third. I'm trying to think of what we did last week. Last weekend was Memorial Day weekend, and we had a big, not we, but we went to families, and they had a big, big cookout. It was a lot of fun. Hello to 12 people. Good evening. So I'm just trying to keep talking so that it's not like, unless you like it dead silent. I'm just trying to find things to talk about. So, yeah, I got to make a new post on Facebook. So we had a scare. I'll talk about our Bubby kitty. So recently we had a scare with Bubba. For those of you who know, we have a cat named Bubba. He has been rescued off the street. Technically, he was abandoned. He was abandoned by the neighbor. And so we took him in. And so they know about him being with us and they don't mind. Recently we had a scare. 3 weeks ago, it started 3 weeks ago, he got into a cat fight. And so, which is scary to see. He was in his yard. Normally, I've never seen him in a cat fight before in all the years that we've had him because he's basically an outdoor cat. So he goes crazy if he's always like inside, but we keep an eye on him. And actually, he's really good about not going out of the yard. So he was in our yard. That cat wandered to our yard. Bubba didn't like it as being that he is a very, territorial, right? This is his yard. So got in a cat fight. I didn't see who started it. I think Bubby did because, like I said, he's like a pit cat. No other cat or any animal goes on our land, or he will attack. He's an attack cat. Didn't really think nothing much of it, but a few days later, and I didn't attribute it to the cat fight. He started getting like these tumor type lumps on his chest. And first thing that came to mind was cancer. Like I thought, oh my gosh, he's got cancer, because they felt just like tumors. And so I took him to the vet, and the vet did confirm. She pre-diagnosed him with a soft tissue sarcoma, which is fatal in most cats. And I didn't attribute, like I said, I didn't attribute nothing to the cat fight. I still don't know 100%. But anyways, going on with that, we were supposed to do a biopsy on June 5th for him, but it was way too expensive. I didn't have the money to do, it's like a surgery. Well, anyways, so as soon as those tumors came on, they quickly vanished. Really weird. They vanished, and suddenly he had like a big, it's hard to explain. It was like baseball size, like water balloon type thing on his chest. And then they said that he would have necrosis or whatever, where the skin starts breaking open and going bad. And well, I thought that's what was going on with him, because the skin started opening up, and I go, here we go, this is it for him or whatever. And we decided that, they wanted us to bring him in and have him put to sleep. And I cried and cried and cried for 3 days, and it was horrible. And so I thought, here we go. This is it for him. And so as soon as that started happening, he was like, imagine if you had a blister, like, a big blister on your foot, like, right? And it pops and all this fluid comes out, clear fluid. Well, that's what happened to him. Like all this fluid, it was clear that came out of this thing. And he was like draining for a good 3 days. And then it all, like the tumors just suddenly went away. It was like a miracle. And then the wound that was opened, I looked up some holistic treatments for him. And so we were doing some holistic treatments for the wound and everything. And suddenly it just closed up, scabbed up. And now it looks like a scar. I mean, that fast. I was like, I can't believe it. Miracle Kitty. 9 lives. I wonder what live foot that was. And he's starting to grow fur back. And so I made a post on Facebook that we were losing him because the vet, we were scheduled to bring him in to have him put to sleep. And then I thought, well, I talked with my children. I said, we're just going to wait because he was still like active and doing things. So we decided to just let him live out his life. And then when he couldn't do anything anymore, then we would make that decision. But no, he was still doing things. He was getting more active. It was amazing. I'm like, this cat doesn't show any signs of being real sick or anything. And as soon as it came on, it went away. It was a miracle. I even prayed over him. I mean, I prayed over my cat because they are your family members. Grief over a pet is real. It's really real. And I was like pre-grieving the loss of my cat. Like, what am I going to do when that time comes? I thought I was losing him, and I feel bad because I was on like different YouTube videos talking about my cat, thinking he's dying. And now he's all like back to normal. So we're going to go ahead and keep that appointment. And we're going to get him a checkup and everything that he needs. And we don't have him chipped. We're going to get him chipped. We're going to check and see if the neighbor chipped him. I don't think they did. They got a million cats over there. I don't think they can chip all them cats over there. But I think basically he gave us permission because he's seen us with him and everything. And I think he just didn't want him. So we've had him since COVID, since 2020. So we've had him since 2020. And we're going to go ahead and get him chipped and get him everything he needs. And we'll keep that. So that June 5th appointment is going to be a happy one. So it's a happy ending. I mean, I'm so excited that it is a happy ending for our Bubby. So that's a happy story. So I'm very happy. I haven't cried like that since my mom passed away. I'm telling you. And, maybe this is a lesson that I think maybe I want to go into grief counseling because I've already talked to several people who just lost their dogs. And I'm thinking I want to go into grief counseling for pets. So maybe that's something I can pursue. I don't know. Maybe it's like God's way of saying, hey, maybe this is something you can do to help people who are grieving the loss of a pet, a cat, a dog, a hamster, a bunny, whatever your pet was, a mouse. I grieved the loss of my mouse one time. But it's real. Grief for pets is real. And I want to be involved in counseling for people and be there for people who are grieving the loss of their pets. My coworker she just got her ashes back from her beloved dog, and I just want to be that person to, that you can talk to about your grief, because it is real. And it is something that sometimes it's helpful to talk about. No. New managing moderators can support your channel. Okay, well, I don't want moderators at the time. It's telling me to get some moderators. No, what? Okay. It's telling me to get some moderators. I don't have any at the moment, but it's all good. I did on my other channel. I had a successful YouTube channel that got stolen, taken down. And that was a time that Mark ended up being diagnosed with cancer. And so I cared more about him than my YouTube channel. So that channel is probably gone. I wonder if I can get it back. I don't know. But I'm not one of those big YouTubers. There have been big YouTubers that got their accounts stolen and they were able to get it back. Like I said. I think that costs a lot of money to do. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Yay. So that's a happy ending about Bubby. And I'm thinking maybe I would like to get into that. I'll have to find out more and how all that works about grief counseling. I do know at the time when my mom passed away, the hospital offered me, I just couldn't believe it. This was like the worst thing ever. The hospital does offer grief counseling, but then they tell you the pricing of sessions and all that. I'm like, oh, really, this is something I don't want to hear about when I'm just lost my mom, trying to sell me something. Cute little blips. Look at that. Let's see. Other than that, I've been working on dolls and working and being tired. Feeling lazy. Because I work so much. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I've been at. I've been making babies for the doll show, and it takes me a million years simply because I do work a full-time job, and third shift is hard. Even when you're used to it, it's still hard. So I heard some reborn artists talking about on YouTube, like if they should open up the ears. Some people open up the nose. I don't open the nose. I was thinking about opening the nose again. I used to do that for all my reborns in the beginning. I used to drill out the nose and put the purple felt behind it. That I used to, but I don't anymore. And then somebody drills out the ears. So, you can do the ears, make the ears even look more realistic as well. It's all in preference. My goal is to do hair painting and practice it up more, even though I've been doing it for years and years and years. Even though I've been an artist for 20 years, you're always learning something. You're always learning something. And I want to get even better at hair painting. I think I'm okay at it. There's been a couple babies that I absolutely loved the hair painting that I've done. And unfortunately, one of them, the head melted in the oven. This was before I got a new wave oven. The oven, one of the heating elements went, so it was uneven heating and the head melted, and it was my best hair painting I've ever done, and I cried. And you know, the thing that came out of that tragedy is the person that I did a trade, somebody liked the head regardless, and she thought she could fix it. I'm like, sure. She bought it. The head was like totally like flattened. It was the best hair painting I've ever done. Oh my gosh. And the kit was Lincoln by Laura Lee Eagles. That is a very rare kit. So I bought the head for $60 on Doll Fan, and I decided that she was a portrait baby of my daughter. So I do have a portrait baby of my daughter with a Lincoln head, but she's rooted. But I wanted a hair painted version, so I thought I would switch out the heads and do the hair painting. Best hair painting I've ever done. Stick it in the oven, and the thing melts. Somebody traded me and gave me a brand new wave oven, and I fell in love with it. It was never. I think she used it once or twice. She said she prefers her home oven over the new wave oven, and I said, cool, why not? And so I still have that oven, and then I'm going to try a different oven. There's a different oven that I did see on YouTube that some other artist does use that is actually easier than the new wave oven. Whereas like the top element comes off like a lid, and the element that comes off of the new wave oven is like a whole big thing. It's hard to explain, but it looks like it's definitely much easier to use. So it's only like $70 and it's a lot cheaper than the new wave oven, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm going to try it. Why not have two ovens, and I can have each baby, like two babies baking at once. I want to see if I can get a thing built outside so I can put my oven outside, because it's like as I get older, it feels like things bother me more and more as far as the smell of cooking vinyl. It does bother me. It bothers me. It didn't bother me that much before, but it feels like it is. So I moved it from my basement to up here in my studio up here. So I moved it to the one room. I have a big window, so I put it in front of the window with a billion fans in front of it, and that seems to be working. I got to get an air purifier for up here so that when I'm using the ovens that it helps purify the air quicker once I'm done using the oven. But pretty much all the stinky stuff is being blown out the window, which is good. So that definitely works out better, even though the basement didn't have good air quality. That, you know, basements tend to have smaller windows than you would. So it's the smell would travel up all the vents from the basement, and I'm like, no, we can't have that. Look at these hands. I know you can't see the painting detail, but I absolutely love how Laura Lee Eagles sculpts her hands. I mean, the wrist joint and everything. See if I can get you a profile of that. Like the way it's bent, it's really cool. And the nails, actually, I'm not really a good nail person, but my nails actually came out somewhat how I wanted them to. I don't know if you can see that. But they actually have some detail in them, which is good. I'm getting better at the nails. Like I said, I've been doing this 20 years, and nails have always been something that I was not good at. But I'm getting better. Found the right colors and the right technique to make them look realistic. It only took me 20 years. I love her nail beds. I love the way Laura Lee Eagles sculpts the nail beds so realistically. Those are cool. Okay. Let's do feet. Feeties. I like how she makes little frog leg feet. So I did pre-order the little one, the preemie. I can't remember the name because I'm horrible with remembering names. Um, So I don't know when those come in. It won't be in time for me to paint it for the doll show. That's why I was hoping maybe. If not, there's been a lot of requests for Twin B. So I do have a Twin B, but I don't have her COA because I'm horrible at COA. So I might end up ordering another Twin B. I don't know. It's cross between that and Quimby. I have a Laura Eagles Quimby that's already like 50% painted and I can finish painting. I was going to try a Blondie. I may do that, and that might be an all air dry baby, and it would be more affordable. I don't know. We'll see. Or I might finish rooting the silicone and sell my silicone because I'm thinking about selling her. And she's halfway, a little bit, almost halfway done rooted. Like I said, I don't hold the silicones too much. They give my hands a really funny feeling after holding them. I don't like it. So for the money that the silicones cost, I'd rather not keep dolls in my collection that I'm not going to interact with or do videos with, which I haven't done a YouTube video in a while, but I will. Especially when I am done with the babies, I will make a video on each one of them and revealing each one by one. So that'll be about 5 videos. And of course a portrait shoot of all of the babies. Next leg. There you are. Cute little piggies. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. I know I haven't been here, so my YouTube ain't going anywhere if you don't show up to do videos. But I like doing videos when I have babies available and sharing my babies, especially after the doll show. I love getting new babies. That zoomed out again. I wonder if I can zoom back in. It zoomed out on me again. What did you do that for? Don't zoom out. There, that's better. So you can see better. Wow, it's been 51 minutes. Oh my gosh. Time flies when you're having fun. All right. We gotta go in and do his eyes. Charlie, we forgot your eyes. How could we do that? How could we do such a thing and forget your cute little precious eyes? We gotta give you some tears. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Little tears. You gotta get a little tear right there. And one at the end of his eye. Make his eyes look wet. And then a water line on his edge of his eye. If you're a reborn artist, I can't tell you enough how much these disposable brushes work so wonderful. I love them. I highly recommend these disposable makeup brushes. Eyeliner, they're eyeliner brushes. They're so wonderful. Can't recommend them enough. You can see. I still can't see. My big old hand is in the way. Charlie, you need cute little tears. You're the cutest little thing. And if you didn't sell, I don't mind keeping you. Just a little face. I figured Marita Winters probably has another blank kit at the doll show. So Marita Winters is usually, man, I don't know how she does it, but she's at all the doll shows, which is cool. It's like if I run out, I usually buy one of her kits every year. So not only do I have a Laura Lee Eagles collection, I have a Marita Winters doll kit collection as well. I'm starting to get a pretty big kit collection. I'm thinking, yeah, I need to start getting to some of these babies. The ones that are mine, that are downstairs on that shelf. Oh my gosh. I better get working. Those are for me. And then the ones that I have for, the ones I plan to sell, they're up here in my studio. So the ones that are for me are downstairs and partially up here, but there's like a whole thing up here of babies that I want to make for sale. It's funny. So cute. A little more in the nose there. Look at how cute you're gonna be. He's got some nice glass eyes. I got him some nice ones. I'm not very, very good at doing open-eyed babies. I need to do more of them so that I can like hone in on my skills and possibly start rooting. I mean, actually, I've done a couple rooted eyelashes, but I don't like I hate my rooting. I just don't like any part of my rooting, except for closed-eyed babies. Those seem to be easier. But part of the reborning process is to do things that are, challenging. But, to paint the eyelashes on and to make them 3D is challenging too. So I guess it's just the thing of when you're changing them, or, that the eyelashes are not going to get messed up or pulled out or anything. I don't know. It's probably a mental block with that. Okay. And there he is. Alrighty, guys, so it's been about an hour. I only spend about an hour here on YouTube live. So anybody who's watching the replay, it's not going to be like a forever thing. So I'm going to jump off here and finish the other two off camera. And yeah. Alrighty, I'm going to jump over on TikTok because it'll be my third live, so I can get used to it over there and say hello to everybody there. If you're over on TikTok, join me live over there. It's Creative Newborns by Jen Len, so I'm changing my name. It's the same but different. So right now it's Creative Newborns, but I want to change it to Creative Newborns by Jen Len. So that's why I'm going to change my channel name to that as well. So when I opened up my TikTok thing, that's what I named it. And I thought, hey, I actually like that name. So I think I'm going to keep it. So, alrighty, guys. So I'm going to go hook up my music and get on the TikTokies because I can go live there and play music and they won't like punish you for it. So I'm going to let you go. But thank you for joining me for 58 minutes. And yeah, if you haven't done so, like to, please do subscribe. I once in a while make a video now. So I do plan to make some videos of definitely, of course, when these babies are done. If you are going to the Kansas Doll Show, these are the babies that are going to be there. And it's kind of neat to see how, they're being done. And, if you're there, you can purchase one of my babies or any other baby at the Kansas Doll Show. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. If you're there, if you are in and around Ohio, I look forward to seeing you at the Northern Ohio Doll Show. I just go there for the vintage dolls. And if you are around the area, meet up with me there. I'll be there. I'll be bringing one of my reborns as well. So alrighty, with that, I'm going to let you go. And if you're on TikTok, I'm just going to go ahead and see what's happening over there. I will see you later. I love you guys, and I will have a video in the near future when these guys are done. So I love you. Take care, and yeah, have a great Sunday. And I will talk to you then. Love ya. Happy reborning. Take care. Bye.